All right, we are back. Second segment with the four-time Uganda basketball champion, of course, the former national team player as well. Did you win any championships with the national team?
Yes, we did.
East Central and
East Central and Southern Championship.
all right, I'm here with the superstar. I mean, let's talk about power.
Yeah.
After senior six, what university did you join?
I joined Makerere University.
And I'm sure there was basketball at Makerere.
True.
How was basketball at Makerere, and when did you join Power?
As I said, Power, I was introduced in my senior one.
Yeah.
Senior four vacation. That's when I joined Power. But after my senior six, that's when officially I joined the roster of Power. Remember, in my senior four, I was just I could just train with them to catch up with them. But my senior five, after senior six, I joined officially. Then I joined on Power roster. Yeah.
Well, how was it when you joined the team? Which players did you find? Did they bully you? How was practice? Because there was a very big difference between the basketball life in high school and now on a team in the league.
True. When I joined Power, that's when I joined official on Power after my S6.
Yeah.
I was lazy, although that comparing the high school and the club league, there's that difference.
Yeah. In
strength. So I joined the team. There was one challenge. In strength, I was weak. And they could pair us. Pair with this one, play. But this is something which happened to me, and I think changed my life. They paired with me. I paired with Awiro.
Awiro.
Yes, Awiro. And this is what happened. I was taller than him, far taller than him. Awiro, as you know, is short. I said, man, this is a mismatch. This lazy guy, no way. Why do you give me a mismatch? Give me
That's what Awiro was saying.
Hey, give me a better person. Guys, that thing hurt me. As me, yes, I was taller than him,
Yeah, I think Awiro is a small guy.
And he called me a mismatch. I don't know if people have that these days. It hurt me, and I had no choice but to go to him
to pair up
with him. And to be honest, he was good at dribbling. He could beat me. He could leave me. I paired. It ended. But my attitude and the way I was playing, this Charlie Beramjura Charles noticed it. And these other the Elliot Bagen, they noticed I didn't enjoy the game. And this is what they told me. Charlie, in particular Charlie, he told me, do you want to be a better player? I told him I want. He told I'm giving only 2 weeks. Work with me. By then, Charlie was one of the Ugandan runners, those sprinters. Charlie, by then. I think he also participated. I think he was one of the Ugandans best. So he could do his trainings, going for the hills, what. He told me, I want you. Give me only 2 weeks with you.
Yeah.
Make sure you're here on time. I said, I will, whatever you tell me, because I was in back.
Yeah.
By 2 hours on court, we could go for the hills. He could take me to that Nigerian hill. We could run those hills 2 weeks. I reached at the time, even walking, I was just full of pain. Walking was full of pain. I could not score. And remember, the hills were minus the training.
It was before practice.
Before practice. I could go for the hills. Then I could come for this power training. It was double workout. Serious one. So I remember that time, my mom told me, passed on last year, may also rest in peace.
Yes.
My mom told me, what's wrong with you? You're ever crying. What's wrong with this basketball? Wants to kill you. Why don't you leave it? I said, Mommy, I made a promise. 2 weeks I have to work out.
Yeah.
So the 2 weeks I worked out. I remember There's a time we went to this Kanyanya, this temple, Baha'i.
Baha'i, yes.
We,
Jogging.
We went there. No, we went driving. Then we stopped. So we are running. There's a hill there. Now, Charlie was running, coming down, sloping. So he told me, "You run climbing the hill." I did my running going up. But I stopped somewhere. I told him, "But Charlie, this is unfair. For you're sloping.
Yeah.
Me, I'm just going up.
Yeah.
It's unfair." He told me, "That's what you want. It's no problem. Can we all go down sloping?" I didn't know the chemistry in that, the tactics. But when you're running sloping down, it is more harder because you're working on these thigh muscles.
Yeah.
I tried it. I felt like they are getting out of me. I thought, let me go back for my jogging. So after my 2 weeks, I did a workout. After my 2 weeks, I was 2 feet. The strength had got the strength. And what I recall in that, I don't know if these days they have the challenges. We could have a challenge in power. Let's say I have beef with you. We could call for a one-on-one. You announce a one-on-one. So after that, so we are like after the training, I announced. Tomorrow I have a one-on-one with Mr. Awilo. That one-on-one could be there at 3 p.m. Everyone made noise. By 2, that Maganjo, those seats,
Yeah, the Maganjo.
everyone was full. Everyone came early to watch that one-on-one challenge. Me with Awilo. I said, guys, the one-on-one with Awilo, we want to differentiate who is a big man and who is a small man. Everyone was there by 2. It was, that one-on-one was game 11. I knew Awilo could be good at shooting and taking me down.
Yeah.
I was fit now. I could slide him, so I contested his shots. When I could get the ball,
Mismatch.
bounce, take him back up to the what? Up to the hoop. So it was the game ended. The game ended 11, and I will had 5. And I told him, you have to assure him, from today, respect me as a big man.
Awilo was older than you.
He was older than me. Yes, we had to make statements. From today, respect me as a big man, and you're a small man. So, Awilo, because everyone was there watching. There was no question. Now, I'd finished with Awilo.
Yeah.
It was step by step. That was Awilo. Then I also I'd got a challenge over. Basically, it was not a challenge as such, but in a game, there are big guys.
Yeah.
I found their show.
Wapera. The dunk champion.
Dunk. By the way, was good dunking. Now also he challenged me. We're at Wandegea. We could go for juice there at Ajat.
Yeah.
Ajat had those newspapers, so the newspaper you could read, tomorrow is power game. So say, show Wapera, Ox. Eh? And he told me, he asked me this, Kiberu, do they know you?
That's what she last year.
Do they know you? Are you part of us? It was more of like a joking way.
I know Shell.
Come on. You check. Are you power player? It was more like a joking thing. But in me, it challenged me.
Yeah.
Hey, why? When they write, even this is what he told me. He challenged me, said, let me tell you, even if I don't train the whole week, next they'll write about me. And when Pa is playing, even if you train the whole week, me, I'm not there. But that thing also, it came to my mind that I have to make a name.
Yeah.
So I started working hard. Leave alone this other what. So Awilo was done. But now, the big guys had to work
your position
extra hard.
Yeah. Which players were in power when you joined?
There was Wapera, Julius. There was Late Oaks. Bagenda was there.
Yeah.
Was Julius. There was Marvin. Marvin was there. This Koma had not joined because Koma joined and I joined.
Ikong later on.
Ikong also joined later.
Yeah.
There was there's some Kenyan guys also, like 2 Kenyan guys.
Yeah.
those are guys there. There was Steve who? Steve. There are some guys.
Sengo.
Yeah. Sengo was there. I met him there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to ask one question. What was the culture of Power back then?
Culture of Power. Power was full of love. Power, Power, the viewers and maybe some people could see us from outside. They could think, they had the thing, Power are drunkards. Power was full of love, which I don't think teams of today, they do have it.
Yeah.
They don't. As rookies as we were, we could go out. Taking care of you like a baby. We had that bond of oneness. That is power. Even if you go, maybe let's go, we have gone to the beach, maybe we have gone to a club, what? They could take an eye on you. That love, I don't see it. Because these days, from court, everyone takes his direction.
Yeah.
There's nothing like
Did you have a sponsor when you just joined?
We had Sadolin.
Sadolin Power.
Sadolin was sponsoring Power. But basically, that sponsorship was for maintenance, like our registration and what. All they could do, maybe, to make sure that we participate. Because I remember it was giving us 2 million.
That was registration, paying for the court.
And they could tell us, this is just to run the team. But even getting water like these days, a kid comes and says, I have no water, I can't play. We could buy our own water. Shoes, we could buy our own shoes. Everything. All they could do to make sure they pay the registration, make sure at least we are there, the team is there. Yeah. Stadolin was there, and really I appreciate Stadolin for keeping us there, because it took us for that during those years. And it was good, but all in all, what kept us moved, it was that oneness. I remember Marvin Chilengo. Marvin. There's a time we are losing. He just, sponsoring. He just said, guys, we need to go to the beach. Going to the beach, as people were saying, swimming. For me, I thought it was swimming. We go swimming, fun, what? No. We could go swim, do whatever you do. At around 7 p.m., the team sits for a meeting. Kiberu, what's wrong with you? Why not scoring the ball when I give you, when we pass you the ball? Why do you have this beef with this one? You explain from there. So, by the time we go round, you could fight me, sometimes you could feel like fighting.
Yeah.
So, at the time we conclude that meeting, we are one. Come back the next day, let's say there's a game next day.
Yeah.
No team could beat us. When you have ironed all our differences.
Yeah.
So that's how Power was. And for me, I could say it was full of love. It was one. Someone could just call, hey, did you go for jogging today morning? It was more from the heart.
Yeah, togetherness.
Yeah, that oneness, yeah.
There's a statement you said, people thought Power was a team of drunkards. And I know you're not a drunkard. I mean, I've played with you in Falcons. I know you're not a drunkard. Why was Power referred to as a team of drunkards?
One of the things which I think the bond, as I say, we have been that oneness.
Yeah.
After training, we could go for team talk. And the nearest place to go gather, we had stakeout.
Yeah.
Nearby. So some people could take one bottle.
Yeah.
So during that time, anyone who comes, these are drunkards. No
They
way.
have a game tomorrow and they're
They're
drinking.
drinking. No
Yeah.
way. By the way, we are principled. It was, you don't drink when you have a game.
Yeah.
And there are times there was the drinking. We could go for those drinks after the game.
Yeah.
And the chemistry behind that, the joy, you have to celebrate each win. Whether by 1 point, you have to celebrate it. But after celebration, each one of us, it was a must. You have to go for a road walk.
The following day?
The following day. Either go for a road walk or you go and sweat it out.
Yeah.
And no one knew that. And even you could just go, hey, Kojo. I said, Coach, did you go for that road walk? Did you go for the run? Did you the late Richo?
Yeah.
Man, me I had my pickup. Yeah, for him I wanted the pickup. I had to take people at school. I had to school them.
Yeah.
Why run when
From
I can school them on court? Yeah. So it was all good. So people could drink. After they drink, they could sweat it out.
Yeah.
So when you see a drunkard who is fresh, there's no alcohol.
Of course.
So that's how it was, yeah.
Yeah. So you've played with some of the greatest players. Just to mention a few: Jimmy, Koma, Awel, Ikong, Ken, Oxy, Shell. Very many great players. Yeah. Oxy passed on. May his soul rest in peace. How did it affect Power as a franchise?
Oxy as Power, Oxy was a driving force in Power. Oxy, it really affected us, moralized us, put us. You know, Oxy's death made us win the 2008 championship.
Was that your first championship?
Yeah, in Power. I remember the year after, we were playing Falcon. Falcon beat us in 2005. Falcons beat us. But it beat us by 2 points. Why 2 points? And there was something which we did not do. Or some people went, they didn't feel free. Because one of our principles was, what? Don't drink
before the game. Yeah.
Now, we got someone who took a few players to drink. And
was it a setup?
I don't know if it was a setup, but they are mature.
Yeah.
I blame them, they were mature.
Yeah.
They were drunk. So I reached the court. These are finals. This guy was the first day on court. I don't see any player. I called the late Oxy, where are you at? The game, 30 minutes to go. These people in there, they're going for their fourth quarter. Where are you at? Oh, are you sure? He was in bed. Okay, call others. They came all drunk. And you know, we missed various shots, the layups, the what, because we were drunk. By the time we settled up in the fourth quarter, we lost that game by 2 points.
That was a game 3.
No, that was the final game. We're supposed to have won it. So that thing hurt me more. It hurt me. And I chose to run away from Power. And I went to Rhino. That's when I switched to go to Rhino. I told them, people, we are not serious. So I went to Rhino. Now, going to Rhino, it hurt Ox. Because we are big guys. He told me, and he was calling me Yao Ming. Yao Ming. You know, seeing a fellow man crying, something bad. Oxy was crying. He told me, Yao Ming, you cannot go. And I was shedding tears. I said, I've already made my decision. I went to Rhino for those 2 years. Then I chose to come back. We talked. Me and Oxy said, Kiberu, come back. I'm here. It's too much. Come back. Me and him, we decided. I told him I'm coming back to Power. So that year, something happened. He was shot. You know, I felt like, why am I going there? And we went to pay him a visit. We went to pay a visit to Letox at the hospital, Mulago. The guy was saying, no, I'm getting better, you know, so I'll be okay.
He was shot before the season?
Yeah, before the season started. Yes, I'll get better. What? And we were talking, it was fine. But in me, I say, but why? Because me, when you are joining a team, you see your teammates you're going to play with.
Yeah.
There's a big guy, there's a point guard. Yes, we shall move on. But it hurt me like that. But on top of that, we don't know what happened. The guy was normal. All we hear the call, hey guys, Oxas passed on. We paid him a visit. Some players paid him a visit in the morning, others after lunch.
Yeah.
But in the evening, they tell us the guy has passed on. It was really, it took us down. It hurt us. Oxy was, I could say, as you see power, Oxy's figure is there. Oxy could encourage you. I remember this what he could tell me. As I said, he could call me Yao Ming. Yao Ming, we cannot lose. There's a team, the Miracle team, full of the Chilavos. Those guys were mugged.
Yeah.
Very hard. And he could tell me, Yao Ming, whatever happens, that team has never beaten us, and it cannot beat us. We could play with that. Whatever happens, we have to win.
Yeah.
But at the end of that, we could go for a massage. They could hit us. We could go for a steam bath or massage because all the body, you could feel all pain.
Yeah.
But it could make you believe we can't lose. That team, I know, the best they can do, they're going to go ahead of us. But at the end of the whistle, we have to win.
Yeah.
So that was Oxy. So by the time when you feel like you're not believing, it pushes you. You have to believe. So that's Oxy. He was in power. Even up to now, when you talk about power, Oxy is missing now. Yeah, but may his soul rest in peace.
Amen. May his soul, of course, rest in peace. We have come to the end of the second segment. It's a very, very interesting conversation between me and Mr. Kiberu here. Please don't touch the dial. We'll see you in a very, very little while. Thank you.